Welcome back, fight fans, to your home for all things MMA, where we break down the biggest stories, the wildest controversies, and the hottest debates in the fight game. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most heated rivalries in the UFC right now, Jon Jones versus Tom Aspinall. The GOAT versus the new lion. Is Jon Jones ducking Tom Aspinall? Or is the legend just playing the game smarter than anyone else? We're unpacking every angle, every quote, and every opinion from fighters, analysts, and fans. If you love MMA drama, this is the video you can't miss. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for all the latest updates. It all started when Tom Aspinall, the surging interim heavyweight champ, started making waves with his performances and his words. After finishing 5 of the top 10 heavyweights in the first round, Aspinall made it clear he believes he's the best in the world right now. But there's a problem. Jon Jones still holds the undisputed belt, and Aspinall wants his shot at the king. Aspinall didn't hold back, saying, "Jon Jones reminds me of a politician. He likes to control the narrative of what fans think. I've never attacked Jon's legacy. I think it's unbelievable, far superior to mine, or most fighters in the UFC. The issue is he has the heavyweight title, and I believe I'm the #1 heavyweight in the world." He went on to say that Jones picks his fights carefully, often taking on opponents where he has the advantage. And according to Aspinall, Jones avoided Francis Ngannou for years and is now doing the same with him. The MMA community lit up with accusations of ducking, with fans and pundits alike asking, is Jon Jones really avoiding Tom Aspinall? Jon Jones was never going to let that narrative go unchallenged. He fired back on social media and in interviews, making it clear he isn't ducking anyone. If I failed to fight Stipe, I'd be ducking Stipe, because we contractually agreed to fight over a year ago. The Tom narrative came out of nowhere. He won a belt and suddenly I'm ducking him? I've never even had negotiations to fight him. People are just ignoring logic because they want to see someone challenge me. Jones shrugged off the duck label, saying, "Call me a duck, a goat, a dog. I'm not in high school anymore. I'm a grown man chasing my dreams. Being called a duck isn't going to affect me." For Jones, the real issue is that the fans are hungry for a new challenger, and Aspinall is the fresh face they want to see test the legend. But Jones isn't convinced. He sees Aspinall as just another up-and-comer, no different from the likes of Dominic Reyes or Anthony Smith. "I'm not into gambling my legacy for what's exciting right now," Jones said. "If you want to prove you're the best, go out and win more. Make your name greater. That's the only way you do it." Aspinall, never one to back down, responded with confidence. "I'm the #1 ranked heavyweight, and I've finished 5 of the top 10 guys in the first round. I'm not a nobody. If Jon thinks I don't deserve it, prove it in the cage. If he beats me, I'll shake his hand and admit he was the better man. But ducking and diving isn't something I respect." He also addressed Jones's dismissal of his record, pointing out that he's beaten the best available competition, and that the only way to truly settle who's #1 is in the octagon. "I want to prove I'm the guy, and the only way to do that is by facing Jones. I'm disappointed that a champion of Jon's level doesn't want to give other guys that opportunity when real competition is knocking at the door." Aspinall made it clear, he's not attacking Jones's legacy or accomplishments. He respects what Jones has done, but believes the time has come for a new king to be crowned, and he wants that chance. This isn't just about belts, it's about legacy. Jones has one of the most decorated resumes in MMA history. He's beaten legends, defended his title more times than most can count, and has been called the greatest of all time by many. But critics argue that Jones has, at times, avoided the toughest challenges. The long-delayed fight with Francis Ngannou still looms over his record, and now, with Aspinall surging, the narrative is that Jones is protecting his legacy rather than risking it. Aspinall himself said, "The first thing most champions would do is say, 'Right, this guy wants it, I'm going to put him in his place.' If he thinks I don't deserve it, show me that I don't deserve it. If you kick my ass in front of the whole world, I'll be happy to put my hand out and say, 'You're the better man.' But this ducking and diving, I don't respect it." Jones, meanwhile, insists he's earned the right to be selective. "How many belts does one need? How many times do I have to break my own record?" he posted. "There will be no statues of you, Tom. Go out and win more. Make your name greater. That's the only way you do it. The MMA world is split. Daniel Cormier, Jones's longtime rival, weighed in. Jon Jones isn't afraid of Tom Aspinall. He's not afraid of anyone. He's being strategic, making sure his legacy stands. I don't think fighting Tom Aspinall, even with the risk of losing, would damage Jon's legacy. He's already done enough in the sport. Frank Mir echoed that sentiment, saying, Jones has earned the right to be selective after facing a top-tier competition for so long, but Aspinall's speed and striking are real threats. If Jones can close the distance and make it a physical battle, I still favor Jon. Rampage Jackson, who fought Jones in his prime, said, I don't think there's anybody on this planet that can beat Jon Jones. I was at my best and I couldn't do it. Tom Aspinall is a real threat, but Jon Jones is the Neo of MMA. He's just on another level. Georges St. Pierre called Jones probably the best fighter that ever lived, saying if he had to pick one fighter to represent MMA in a one-on-one battle, it would be Jones. But even GSP acknowledged that no one can outrun the effects of age forever. On the other side, Colby Covington blasted Jones for ducking tough competition. Jon Jones is an absolute disgrace. He's picking fights where he has the advantage and dodging the toughest challenges. He ducked Francis Ngannou for years and now he's ducking Aspinall. He's a coward and a cheat. Eddie Hall, the former world's strongest man, said, if you put Jon Jones and Tom Aspinall in a room, I think Tom Aspinall leaves that room. Jones is definitely ducking him. He said he doesn't want to fight Tom, and after his next fight, he's going to retire. He's ducking Tom 100%. Aspinall himself weighed in on the GOAT debate, saying, for me, if you've failed a couple of drug tests, that rules you out of being the best of all time. That's cheating, especially when your opponent is clean. But not everyone agrees. UFC welterweight champ Bilal Muhammad believes Aspinall could be Jones's toughest challenge yet, but thinks the fight only makes sense if the financial reward is massive. If I'm Jon Jones, I've already done everything in the sport. It's not worth it unless it's a $30 or $50 million payday. So what happens now? UFC CEO Dana White has said he wants to book a unification bout between Jones and Aspinall. Aspinall, meanwhile, is staying sharp in the gym, working on new techniques and waiting for his shot at the undisputed crown. The heavyweight division is in flux. On one hand, you have the established legend, Jon Jones, who has nothing left to prove but everything to lose. On the other, you have the hungry new lion, Tom Aspinall, who's beaten everyone put in front of him and is desperate for his shot at greatness. Fans are divided. Some believe Jones has earned the right to pick his fights and protect his legacy. Others say a true champion takes on all comers, no matter the risk. As the debate rages on, one thing is clear: this is the fight the world wants to see. And in MMA, anything can happen. So now it's your turn. Who do you think is the true king of the heavyweights? Is Jon Jones ducking Tom Aspinall, or is he just playing the game at a level no one else understands? Should Jones fight Aspinall next, or has he already done enough to cement his legacy? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Who wins if they step into the octagon? What does this fight mean for the future of the UFC? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. We'll be following this story every step of the way, bringing you the latest news, analysis, and interviews. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep your guard up and your opinions sharp. This is The Fight Game. Anything can happen, and the debates never end. See you in the next one.